How's it going, everybody? We're going to be talking about Black Knight, his impact in the Arena, and I guess a little bit in War as well, but we're focused mostly on Arena, because there is huge commotion in the community right now about how he is going to just completely nullify all your investments across the board, even on Skrull, and a really stupid rumor that he is a legendary character. I don't know where this rumor started. He's not a legendary character. We all had his kits. All the content creators showed this screen in their videos. He is a hero, global, skill, protector, out of time, war ready. He is not legendary. He's not mythic legendary. He's not Super Saiyan legendary. He's not Omega level threat legendary. He's nothing, okay? He's a regular character who's going to be sold probably like Nightcrawler. It's going to be very limited stars for most people. And the Krakens are going to Kraken out because his passive is nuts. He's going to gain 90% extra health when on defense. He's going to hit for 30% of his health. You're going to stack on all the different progression paths on top of his health pool, and he's going to be hitting you, 3-shotting your Skrull, 2-shotting certain characters. It's going to be rough, but he's not legendary. Just get that out of your heads. You wish he was legendary, because then if he was legendary in a trial, you'd be able to get more stars on him than you free-to-play people like myself are going to get. Alright? So, get it out of your heads. He's legendary in kit only, not in what he's actually going to do. So, the first thing I want to do is just show, what he does, right? I'm taking a very bad team in just to kind of show the impact that he has on the damage front, because he, in a lot of cases, is going to be the entire damage on your arena team now, which is absolutely stupid. So Skrull has to go first. I use the Skrull basic here because I know the Terminator Rewind isn't going to work on either of those characters. I wanted to flip the defense up and immunity on her. We do that, and then Skrull, for his efforts, takes about, I don't know, 40% of his life gone. If he takes another turn, the Black Knight is just going to straight up kill him. And because Black Knight doesn't need to be attacked himself to do his passive, just taking his taunt off isn't enough to stop everything, right? So even if Skrull were to get an extra turn and attack somewhere else, Black Knight still is going to do his counterattack and finish him off. Which I'm not sure, yeah, he's just going to bleed out because, again, Black Knight's bleeds. The bigger he is, the crazier he is. We're going to start calling him Kraken Knight. You can call him KK for short if you want. He is what the Krakens have always wanted. He is definitely he's the climax of all the progression paths we've had added to the game in such a crazy short time. Call him Kraken Knight. That's what I'm gonna call him. So are your concerns completely unfounded? No, but you gotta remember, this is not War, this is not Crucible, this is not Raids, this is Arena, where you have your entire roster at your fingertips for a one-and-done battle. Alright? Now, here's the funny part. Skrull okay, if you were mad about Skrull, he absolutely may no longer be in every single Arena offense or defensive team. That's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, because the people who don't have Skrull yet, they don't necessarily need to super speed rush through their Dark Dimension 6 journey, right? So, with your entire roster, you need to start looking at some interesting characters. Void Knight is an interesting character. Quicksilver is an interesting character. Robbie Ray is an interesting character. There's others as well, right? There is a character like Big Time Spider-Man, like Kang, like Spider-Weaver, if there's no Apocalypse. There are definitely lots of plug-and-play characters for you to influence matches with. There is Hard Light with maybe taking in 3 Secret Defenders instead of just 2 to give her more speed bar. The way that she has 2 now, if Void Knight gets to go first, he will actually flip everything on the Black Knight, because Black Knight can't block, right? And with the 5,000% focus Void Knight gets, he's actually going to flip everything. Because Black Knight only gets, outside of War, without Cosmic Ghost Rider, he only gets around 1,050 resistance. I'm sorry for the lag that's experienced in the video right now. In War, Void Knight will not counter him. In War, Kraken Knight, with his team, is going to get around... effectively 6,200 resistance, effectively. But the way I had Void Knight here, I'm able to strip everything and then we get to go. But then there's the other side of the page where, hey, Void Knight's ultimate can get deflected, so maybe Captain America becomes arena meta now. And if a Captain Arena becomes arena meta, well then who comes out? Maybe Black Cat comes out, so Hard Light can be rewound. Or maybe Hard Light comes out, so you want the stun from Black Cat, and then you're able to use the Apocalypse ultimate without having to put a Disrupt on Miss Marvel like I had to do here. There's going to be so many more moving parts because of Black Knight now that I think it's a much more interesting meta. But I don't want to downplay people's concerns that this is now the Kraken meta, okay? The bigger your Black Knight is, the more likely you are to succeed in this meta for sure. He's not a legendary character. Take that away from this video, okay? He's not a legendary character, and there are going to be ways to get around him with your team. This looks like an absolute horrible matchup. It looks like it's been absolutely destroyed. I just want to note, the enemy team is all level 100. My characters are not level 100. They're all gear tier 18. My characters are not all gear tier 18. My Black Knight is gear tier 16. Void Knight over here, he's level 98, but I think he's only 6 red stars. He's not even 7 yellow stars yet. A lot of people are saying buy or die for Black Knight. That might be true for Arena, but it doesn't nullify all your other investments. Now, there's another thing that you could do to get Skrull to keep in your Arena offensive meta. On the defensive side, you would have no control over this, but on the offensive side, you would. I'm going to show another example here with Big Time Spider-Man. So the Big Time Spider-Man has 1000% extra focus on his ultimate. It cannot be blocked, deflected, dodged, anything like that. So if people do have Captain America, then you would throw in Big Time Spider-Man at it. Obviously, I can't control my opponent's defense on the playtest. It just is what it is. But if you make your Big Time Spider-Man a skirmisher, and he's got 1000% extra focus, he gets 50% extra from the skirmisher, he could very well flip all this stuff on Black Knight, and he will in this case. I'm super sorry about the game lag here. But what I was going to say with the Skrull is something you could do to make your Skrull usable in offense, and I didn't do it here, but you could do it otherwise. Make sure your team has more speed, or has more buffs on spawn than the enemy team does. It was the opposite case here. But if I put my Skrull next to the pre-taunting Black Knight, and I make sure I come in with more buffs, well, the enemy Skrull, if there is an enemy Skrull, will go first and rewind your Skrull. And then your Skrull is not going to kill himself on the enemy Black Knight. Instead, he'll let your Void Knight or your Big Time Spider-Man, whatever the case may be, he'll let him get off of the Black Knight first, and then you can go from there. So, does Black Knight break the meta? Is he a garbage Kraken character that we're all going to have to suffer through until we can farm him up for whatever reasons, and he's going to make everybody's top character list to put diamonds on the second you can? Yes. Is the game broken and it's over and everybody should just quit? No. And he's not a legendary character, okay? Not a legendary character. If he becomes a legendary character, it's only because this rumor spread, everybody got into a tizzy, and Scopely was like, maybe we can make him a legendary character and make people buy out-of-time character offers to be able to go into this trial event. They'll just whip it up something super fast because they see that there's a huge money-making opportunity. If it does, it's your fault for spreading that rumor, whoever started it. He is not a legendary character. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have yourselves an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.